I'm Q.
And I'm Illy Rose. And we are the Smokin Sustaz. Hey y'all! And we are the Smokin Sustaz. Woo! Turn up. Okay. So we have motherfucking Veronica Lynette.
Yes.
Ooh.
AKA V.
AKA Miss V.
That's my Facebook name.
But that's what I know. We never introduce each other as V. But V, you want to be called V for the rest of the night?
V is cool, yeah.
V.
That's
cool.
me. V, y'all.
Miss V.
I. Illy.
Alright.
You tried. I did. She tried. Okay. It was alright. I'm alright. I'm kind of down with the acronyms or whatever. Alright. I'm Q for real. Q.
Alright, y'all.
V. Illy. That's cute, actually.
Sorry, y'all. Some of us been drinking already.
Yeah, we've already started. Free game.
Alright, so the name of our segment this week is called Outgrowing the Familiar. And that, Outgrowing the Familiar. So, since I did that, we're going to take a shot for Outgrowing the motherfucking familiar.
Alright.
Because 2020 has been the motherfucker, okay?
It's been crazy.
It's been crazy.
And we have been kept by the grace of God and by nature. And so,
Chasing with more alcohol.
It don't taste like that.
hell no.
That's good.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So, with Outgrowing the Familiar, ladies, we're going to start with you, Ms. V.
Okay.
What does that mean to y'all?
Man, that's so deep, y'all.
It is, though.
Like outgrowing the familiar. Before you even go into what it means, we need to define the familiar.
Right.
Right.
So what's the familiar?
What's so familiar for you? That's how deep it is. Everybody familiar.
Ain't the same.
That's a fact. That's a fact. When I think of the familiar, I think of our culture just being on the same shit. I think of the things that we are not displaying that our ancestors expected.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the familiar.
Okay.
The food is the word that I use. And so I don't subscribe to that, but I know that typically where I'm from and the hoods I grew up in and the things that I see, a lot of people are just very comfortable with the familiar. It's easy.
It's easy.
Familiar is comfortable.
Yep.
And it's basic as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
so
it's routine.
it's routine.
It's routine.
It's pattern. And it's people having
It's religion.
it's religion.
Mm-hmm.
It's religion. Yeah.
It is.
And people have the tendency with the familiar to stay there. And so if you are somebody that works and reaches for greater heights, then the familiar is disgusting to you.
I couldn't say it no disgusting.
It's like low key, like it's
disgusting.
bottom of the barrel, like bootleg and basic as fuck. Because familiar is just the run of the mill. And so what y'all say is outgrowing the familiar, man, that's my life. That's what I do. Just not being run of the mill. I mean, even as a school age child, like so different. Not somebody that you're gonna meet every day.
Yeah.
And something that I'm learning in my 30s. I'm so grateful that I'm getting this part of my life. When I'm getting it, is like just really embracing myself. Like that shit raw as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm myself all the time, and like it ain't no food. Like whoever don't like it, don't like it. And because I've been able to step away from corporate America, well, I don't have to be so, prissy and shit. What the white folks want me to be. You heard me. What the white folks want me to be.
I hear you, boo.
And I know that sounds a little degrading
that's our
to the
familiar
white
too.
folks. You know what I'm saying?
That's
the familiar. The familiar is
that we have to
modifying ourselves.
become accustomed to. You mind if I step in a little bit? My familiar is just tradition, and that's something we want to outgrow. That's something, how we break generational curses. That's something that I really need to do. That's unfamiliar, So That's exactly what we need to do. Just break these general curses. And it's okay to change tradition.
It's okay.
It's
okay.
Outgrowing the familiar is all of these traditions, all of these ways that we were taught to do certain types of things. We don't have to do that. And it's okay. It's an uncomfortable feeling. It's okay to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I think that our
that
generation.
make me go harder too.
Yeah, yeah.
Uncomfortable.
Be uncomfortable.
It
Be
makes it-
uncomfortable.
I hold my head up high. Sorry, I hold my head up.
I hold my hat up too.
Me
But
too.
up high. Period. Every day. 420 is everywhere. Hold my hat up. Damn.
Hey. Okay. I hold my head up high every day because I like being different.
Yeah.
When I go out, I don't. You see a lot of people holding their head down. That's what we used to be familiar with.
Oh yeah.
Walking around being ashamed of who we are, but if you walk around with your head held high, like,
This is
what
who I
up?
am.
This is me.
Our culture is really sweet.
If I come out a little ashy, I'm still the same person. I'm just a little ashy this day.
You feel me?
So
Imagine.
we get too comfortable with the
Yeah,
we get
sure.
too comfortable with the familiar and stepping out like we did the Smokin Sustaz. You know,
That's stepping out like
That's-
mud.
that's
Yes.
stepping out. Nobody in our family has done anything like this. If we just stay like local, I'm cool with that.
I know that's right.
When we rise to the
Look,
top,
I'm with Pop,
I'm cool with
a
that
simple
too.
man.
Like, but this is something for us. This is something where we can be ourselves, and we don't have to sugarcoat it. You know, so I feel like outgrowing the familiar is just doing something that's uncomfortable for you.
Yeah.
It's positive, and it's gonna make you a better person.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I'm gonna cut in.
Okay.
So, outgrowing the familiar is, and I think I've took a step with that, even with like the Smokin Sustaz, because I'm doing something outside of music. Music was I'm so hidden because ain't nobody focusing on me really. They just focusing on what I'm saying. They focusing on that beat. They're not really focusing on me. And just outgrowing the familiar. You feel me? The people that I was around when I did the music, you feel me? They're still doing the same thing. You feel me? And I'm not being cocky,
No.
but I'm just telling the truth. I got pregnant. I had Keegan. I took a break. And I look and I see these people that I once admired and once envied and once thought like, damn, why can't I be like them? They still doing the same shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I feel you. Oh, I feel
Because
you.
they haven't outgrown that familiar. Step out your
That
boundaries.
comfort zone.
Step out your comfort zone. Break out of
You have
that
to be
box.
uncomfortable.
You
Gotta
have to
be
be uncomfortable. Is like a fucking adrenaline rush. It
Man,
feels so fucking
it feels
good,
so
bro.
good.
Like it feels so good. So my take on it is, I've always, growing up, when I was younger, I didn't really care about being around people. I wanted to stay in the house around my mom. I wanted to chill. Then when I got in high school, you feel me, and people started noticing me, I wanted to be all about people and what people thought I should look like, what people thought I should rap about, what people thought I should study in school. You feel me? And it's just like now I've gotten to the point, the only person I have to prove to is God first, myself, and I have a point to prove to my 1-year-old child. And that's it. That's it. That's outgrowing the familiar. It's uncomfortable as fuck,
Talk your shit, Ellie.
but it is what it is.
Let me tell you something. It's something about this decade for me. And y'all see it on the book and how I am so excited about being 33. It happens to be my lucky number. My firstborn's birthday is 3-3, so 33 is my shit. And it's also a number of completion. Really? Wow. I got an uncle birthday March 13th. Yeah. And because of Sarah, her birthday, and just how this number has followed me, I'm really big on that shit. This has been a breakout fucking year, Joe. Like, and I'm so humbled because people don't be knowing the story and how uncomfortable you have to be before comfort. And that is definitely outgrowing the familiar because I was in a situation where I didn't even really know, like, how I was gonna get my kids the next meal. Motherfuckers don't know when you be broke. They only see your shine. People only see that glory. People only see that class president. And, oh, she makes straight A's. She come from a two-parent home. They see that silly shit. None of that popularity shit. The book. None of that shit. That shit don't matter.
You don't. But
you know what I'm saying?
Still think that should matter.
People still think that's what matters. That shit is a show, fam. And it's connections and networking and work for us. That's work for us. But I feel like I have stepped into this situation where people on the outside see this shine, but I can't think of shit but the humility of it. Because I had to outgrow the unfamiliar. I had to deal with divorce and being pregnant alone, and court cases with baby daddies and child support and evictions, my nigga. Yes, I've been broke as fuck. And seeing how people gonna eat at night, thinking about what my kids thinking about me, staying with people I ain't got no business, staying with every single thing that I am getting poured to. I don't give a fuck who's hating, because oh my God, it's so deserving. Because God put me through some serious hell before I got some glory, girl.
Baby,
what the fuck do you mean? Like, it be so fucked up out here. Everybody think because you shining on the book, or because your bank account look a little different, you can dress your shorties better. You can send them to a nice suburban school district. They think you better. I think I'm better. Fuck,
bitch.
Fuck. I think I'm better.
Period.
You wanna stay in K-Town with their babies. You know what I'm saying? Bogus marriages, abusive situations where I was the abuser, he was the abuser. Niggas have been through some domestic shit. Got shit on their record. People think you perfect about what they see. About what they see.
You gotta peel back so many layers.
Damn.
But it takes time to do that. And we automatically assume that,
That's that shit.
Automatically assumes that, okay.
This y'all a whole vibe. Y'all a whole fucking vibe.
Hey, this every day.
Every day.
This every day.
I love it.
And then we got the kids here too, and it's just like, we goofy as fuck.
Motherhood is so
here and there.
What?
Here and there.
Here and there what?
He was talking.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so cute.
Look, you know I can switch it up real quick. But, here and there, I probably forgot what the fuck I was going to say.
Lord.
We were just talking about the simple fact that, you know, people what they think and not really know. Right and shit.
But
I can't get off topic.
People get on a book and they just automatically assume like, I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna post my greatness. I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna post.
Yeah, I'm posting my
greatness. I hate when people do this and I hate when people do that. Stop judging motherfuckers for who they are. Like you are supposed to accept people for who they are.
That people be
if
great,
you want to talk about their ass, I'm pulling the hookah. If you want to talk about people, put their ass on a 30-day snooze. When I get tired of people, I snooze their ass. I'm not finna delete them. You know,
it ain't personal.
Put them on hold a little bit because you might still have a relationship with them, and it's just like, okay,
our generation.
I can't take you too much on in this aspect because I know you're in a different light. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just kind of hard for me to follow people, and if they're not.
And sometimes people can be going through a certain thing at a certain moment, and we may not be accepting of that, and that's okay. That's why, you know, that 30-day snooze. Yeah. 30 days. It take 14 days to break a habit. You know, if it take 30 days, then it is what it is. But I just feel like after that 30 days, you feel me, and this is my personal opinion. And you unsnooze, and I see your stuff, and you still the same way, which you shouldn't. Then I know that it's something deeper.
Right.
Then maybe I need to just unfollow you indefinitely, or I just need to unfriend you.
Yeah.
And nothing is wrong with that. It's not being miserable. It's not being nothing.
Or
at the end of the day, it's not being bitter. You need to protect your spirit. That's
Let me tell you
your
something.
energy. That's all that matters.
It's all that matters. Something that I'm learning as I'm getting deeper into this journalism game is when the fuck to unplug. Man, I'm so bad at it. Like it's something that Chris will tell me often. You know, as my better half, just looking out. But it's okay to not answer every email in the moment.
Oh my goodness.
You feel me? Like, I'm so bad at feeling like everything needs to happen in the moment. I'm such,
Because
I have this hustling spirit.
And
And
that's
motherhood,
okay.
motherhood really messed me up because I got people to feed. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I have this spirit, girl. I got this spirit. Like, if the load ain't done, I gotta fold this. I gotta do this. I gotta wash this.
Yep.
And God bless the man in my life who allows me to balance that. You know what I'm saying? Allows me to be free of that.
Chris.
That shit is very hard.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? It's very
Man,
hard
Chris.
to be a perfectionist, a go-getter, a motherfucking hustler, and stop. It's hard to stop.
It's hard.
I blame it on the Capricornisms in me. Also, the simple fact that I'm an OG of 5 people. You know what I'm saying? I blame it on the fact that my OG is a hustler.
As a black woman, most importantly, that's our nature.
That's our
You
nature.
just explained.
All of it.
That's
You
how
just
I explain
you
that
say
to
it's a Capricorn, but it's literally
That's us.
every black woman
That's
that
why
I've
I'm
been in touch
that's-
with.
You hear me? I feel that
Yeah.
Feel that shit.
Yeah,
I agree.
We
Ain't
may not
ain't
know
no stopping.
how it's going to get done by sunfall.
Yeah.
By sundown, we good. If we don't know what's happening at sunrise, we figure it the fuck out.
Figure
It's
it out.
Most importantly,
It's
I make
the brand.
sure my child goes to sleep in a peaceful
You feel me?
Peaceful mindset.
Man.
Yep.
Good. You don't think nothing
I'm
wrong.
not finna yell at
I don't
them,
care if you
yell
late
at
on
them.
rent, if ComEd
They
calling,
have to be peaceful
if
with
the
us.
refrigerator a little low,
Mm-hmm.
all you know is good.
You know,
That's
it's
my
good.
job.
It's good.
That's
we
my job.
good.
Outgrowing the familiar
Outgrowing the
is
familiar.
creating a different familiar for your seed.
Yes.
That's something that the culture has lost,
Yes.
fam.
Yes.
That's something that the culture has lost. We are so fucking familiar that we passing the familiar down.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna have Miss Q. Her sexes. That's my sister.
So pretty. I love how natural you are.
I know, right?
Skin popping.
When I saw her with this dress, I'm just like,
That is so pretty.
when you get this dress? It's so cute on her. The colors just match your skin.
Oh.
Make me feel
And Miss Leo over here with all the body,
Shout out to the Leos.
all the body.
Period.
And she
But-
got on her little red dress, okay?
But nah, y'all don't even know how we sisters though. The fucking gaps.
Facts.
We're the Gap sisters.
When I was younger,
We're the Gap sisters.
you know, when the dentist used to come to the school and shit, I went to CPS. I grew up out west. You know what I'm saying? So when the dentist used to come to the school, tell your mommy, get you some braces. Nah, bitch. Do I got cavities? No. I'm good then. I'm good with this. This shit has built so much character.
It is.
I never looked at it as a flaw. Yeah, I got teased on this shit. They used to call me Sir Gap a lot. Sir Gap a lot getting them bags with this Gap dude. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing, and I feel like it's also not the familiar.
It's not.
Everything about me, I
it's our
embody
culture.
the unfamiliar.
I love my Gap.
Man,
My baby got a Gap.
yeah, Sarah got
My
a Gap.
baby
I'm like,
got
when I
a
get it
Gap.
close, she's like, nah. I'm like, that.
For what?
Hunter got a Gap, my oldest boy.
No,
love it. It's definitely one of those things about me that is my symbol. It's significant to me. People know me. If it was more than one Veronica in high school, it was Veronica with the Gap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's my thing. So yes, sis, we definitely vibing with the Gap.
Period. But yeah, she gonna introduce, what we smoking and what we drinking.
Too damn much. I gotta
Yeah,
get home to the
y'all.
shorties and y'all getting me. messed
Ain't
up.
nobody talking
Ain't nobody doing that shit.
Y'all know it's Merlot in this cup.
It
I
is
appreciate y'all because I am such a bougie chick. I be telling my guy Merlot, he be like, "What's that, babe?"
Wait, what I have
The
yesterday?
first store I went to,
Merlot. I'm a red wine drinker.
the one yesterday was
Oh, did they
Nasty
taste?
shit.
Had Sauvignon Blanc.
Okra.
Olivia Pope too.
I could not find Merlot at the store I went to.
You wanna know why, baby? Because it's unfamiliar than a mug. You know what I'm saying? You might find that Capriccio.
What's that?
Girl, it's some good drink. I be getting let off that nut some weekends, you know. But it got like all that fruit on it on the front. It's good. It's a sangria. It's decent. But
A lot of
I'm
people
just
mix it
always-
up with their Hennessy or they do something.
My hubby is a Hennessy guy. But yeah, I'm definitely more of a red wine, dry, relaxed at night, feeling sexy for my boo. You know, kids go to bed. It's my thing. So thank y'all for this.
No problem at all. So what we drinking this month, kid?
Okay, so she already explained
Hello.
what she drank in
Yeah.
such detail, which is Merlot.
Hello.
I'm drinking Pat Wine, Mr. Patron, and I got some Calypso. Calypso is everything.
Yeah,
You mixing it with
Anything.
tequila,
Yeah.
even with the dark liquor. You can mix with that too. It's so good. And Miss Illy,
And drinking that.
we usually drink the same thing. I'm like,
It's
I'm
big dog season.
Yeah, some big
I'm
dogs. I
sticking
can't
to
do
me.
the
I'm
calm.
sticking to what
Yeah,
I
It's
know.
big dog season. Fuck you mean Leo season.
nice.
I'm sorry.
No, why not?
I need to calm the fuck down. But fuck that shit.
No, you don't.
What Pierre want? But anyway, it's big dog season, bro. Big dog season.
My man, like,
It
how
is.
much longer? I'm recording, man.
Girl, tell him we got you now, sis.
Please, fall in love, y'all.
But yeah, so we drinking that. What else?
We also have these nice couches.
My goodness. Like, I didn't expect this.
They're so convenient. You know why? Because you can just close this shit right back up.
Y'all, this
The
is
Ziploc.
fat.
I love
Like,
the
for
Ziploc.
real.
And the straws. I put the straws. I made a little swirl.
Whoop, whoop.
Those
And
are
she
my
got me
favorite
an answer in my head.
Period.
Period.
So, Illy is drinking the raspberry lemonade Henny. And I'm drinking the rum punch, which is pineapple and OJ with the rum. And Miss V is drinking peach.
Oh, good, G.
I low-key forgot I was on camera for like 2 seconds.
Because it's so comfortable.
Yeah. Peach margarita.
That's what you drinking?
It's tequila, so you good. Like,
I got tequila and I had a fee. I didn't even know that I was matching up. You feel me?
Yeah.
I love it. Big
Right
cat.
way.
Right way.
And, you know, we got the hookah. Where the hell my hoes at? Where my hoes at? Where my hoes at?
Okay, wait, my husband gonna watch this. I'm not looking for hoes, hubby.
No, my
I'm
hoes.
totally
My hookah
recording a
hoes.
podcast.
My hoes.
I get hoes. Okay.
You got your hoes?
I got my hoes.
So we try something different. You know, we go with the Fantasia all the time.
Yeah. I don't
And
even
this
hookah,
is-
fam.
You don't hookah?
I really don't. You know, I
A
am
lot of
definitely a
people
flower
don't.
girl.
A lot of people don't hookah.
I
It's
am a marijuana mommy. All right, a weed woman. You feel me? A cannabis cutie.
The flower
You
child.
feel me? Right? I am every day. 420 is every day.
Hey, I just posted on my Facebook. I'm like, y'all, the next guest gonna have to settle for edibles because I'm so ready to try that shit.
Rami, I got you. I will make us some edibles and I'm gonna come over here. I gotta be on the podcast. And I'm gonna serve y'all up.
Period.
Yeah, man, I got some brownies. We were
She just said.
crazy. Bro. Good as hell.
All right, what we smoking?
Y'all won't believe the name of this shit.
That's funny as hell. Please tell them the name of this shit. I can't believe
This
it.
is what I think it's called. Ow, fucker.
Fucker. You hear that?
No, I'm
But what kind is it?
It's
Oh.
beautiful. It tastes good, and I don't hookah, y'all. Again,
it is watermelon with mint.
And it's so good. It's,
I was in the
very
store
sweet.
for like 10 minutes. I'm like, y'all gotta tell me what's best and how you know it's best. Oh, we smoke it. We smoke it too. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get this one. And thank you. Shout out to Rockies and Downers Grove. No, Westmont.
Shout out to Rock.
Off of 63rd and Cass. Shout out to y'all.
Ooh. So y'all see what we're drinking and then we smoking. So we gonna bring it back to our
Oh,
guest.
these drinks. I forgot to tell who it is.
Oh, please.
It's that Nikki. We gonna put her information at the end of the video. I'm sorry, Nikki, but
Miss Nikki.
I think that's what got me feeling the way
Nikki,
I'm
these
feeling.
are litty.
Yes.
Okay. Let me make sure I
Let me-
connect with Miss Nikki after this.
So real fast, I just want to tell a story about her, right?
Okay.
So I've been knowing her, you know, through a mutual friend. You know, we used to go on the Ave with my big brother, and she would come over. You know,
Very cool.
very cool, very lit. She's very open. You know, and it's so funny that I started working at Xerox for Apple.
Wow, look at that.
Who was there? Nikki. Nikki
Wow.
trained me, right?
Wow.
Nikki.
So
I love when
after
I do that.
After I worked for Apple, one time we had went to Hollywood Boulevard. She worked for fucking Hollywood Boulevard. You feel me? And after that, it was just like, you know, we added each other on Facebook, Instagram, and we've been cool ever since. And you know, I've been hitting her for drinks, bugging the shit out of her. We've been bugging the shit out of each other. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you still want them? Are you still gonna bring them, bitch? Like, what up? But so she pulled up, and I'm just like, you only got one. She was like, you only wanted one, but I said I was gonna give you extra. She was like, because I know that you're gonna advertise them. And I'm just like, thank you, because I'm telling Quita she might do 3 for $20 and shit like that. You feel me?
Right.
We're just trying to figure the numbers out, so I won't be the only one drinking it.
Right.
So she was just like, I just want us all to work together, and we had a whole conversation about just putting each other on.
Yeah.
And if y'all saw the one with Candace, just saw any of our podcasts, we always speak about supporting each other and putting each other on, and that's how it should be. Especially if y'all come from the same hood.
Yeah.
You feel me? This
not own.
Period. This girl that crossed my paths not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
That.
Let's put each other on, and that's a lesson. So shout out to you. These drinks are super good.
They are so delicious.
I ain't gonna take a sip of mine right now because baby,
I got a song try to get some.
I got the rum.
Nikki. I should do your
Nikki.
theme song for your drinks, but okay.
Bad. Okay, we just create your theme song.
Nicki Minaj pregnant. That's a different.
That's a different subject.
That's a different subject. Probably not, but
Okay.
Okay. Here or there. Shout out to Nicki Minaj though.
Shout out Nick.
I freaking shouted when I saw the shoes, but whatever. So back to you, Miss V.
What up?
How are you, boo?
I'm good.
How
Y'all
you
lit as
feeling?
fuck. I'm feeling lit.
Okay. That's how we want. That's how we want her to feel. That's how we want you to feel. Okay.
So yeah.
So you said. Okay. But you said you're a journalist.
Right.
When did you realize you wanted to do that?
Man, y'all, that's just a crazy question because it ain't no Disney story to it. I told my OG at 8 years old. 8 years old, I said I'm gonna be a writer. And I said, you know what, Mom, I'm pretty sure I'm a writer. She turned around, she looked at me, she like, I know.
Mamas
like,
know, baby.
You know?
Mamas know.
Man, Joe, every year after that, she was making me a journal. Every Christmas, making sure I'm writing constantly. I started with poems, and then I upgraded to fiction stories, and all the time I'm reading. Like I'm so addicted to Zora Neale Hurston, and Langston Hughes, Maya Angelou. And I'm just following all these writers, especially during the Harlem Renaissance in the 1920s and 30s, where I'm just really getting a grip of Black writing, and why it's so important to document our culture and everything about it.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I feel like, with you studying these Black artists, I feel like that's why you're so comfortable with your Blackness. You feel me? That's why you're so comfortable
It's something
with who you
about
are.
the generations that come before us
Yes.
that will really strengthen you and empower you
I'm going to just put my foot in.
to be brown and
so
Black.
close. Scoot the fuck over.
Be comfortable, sis.
No.
No, I'm
It's
comfortable
really
now.
something
She
about,
will spread my legs open. Alright. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
You good, baby. It's your show. But it's something. It's something powerful about following those who have come before us, and really getting the truth about who we are. Like society and media has done us so bogus, and they've documented the Black culture so bogus.
So bogus.
Yeah.
We ain't shit but criminals, baby mamas, baby daddies, welfare recipients,
Drug heads.
killers,
Stealers. Period. It
We ain't none
ran
but that.
yeah.
I'm your
Period,
mama,
though, for
I'm your
real.
daddy, I'm that nigga in the alley.
Mhm.
That's all we really ever.
Yeah.
That's what we are in the media.
Yeah,
so that's
But
what
then,
the world
they
sees us in.
steal everything that we doing.
Hmm.
They meaning just everybody in general. They idolize us
They do.
from our music
Because
from
our culture
how we
raw as
dance.
shit.
They
I think
Sorry.
this melanin just pumps out so much.
so much energy. And
so much.
you just gave me an epiphany,
and
sis.
they don't even they want to find out. They used to do tests and wonder why.
How are y'all so fucking cold?
How are we so beautiful
How
at
do
the
you
age
run
of
so
60?
fast?
Why don't we age?
Why don't we age? But you just gave me an epiphany, sis. But what did you say?
You talking about how they want to find out.
Yeah, how they want to find out. So, okay, yeah. They want to label us as these, criminals and just whatever it is so people can stray away from the actual us. So they can go ahead and do the cornrows, the big asses, the big lips, the big noses, you feel me? The energy. The energy that we have. Like, can't no other race run up and down the court, you feel me, and go and do other shit.
No other race.
I know plenty of guys that, you feel me, they weed smokers, drinkers. They can run up and down the court, go to Export Fitness, go to LA Fitness. I've seen it. That'll run a bunch of white boys on the basketball court.
Run there.
Football field. You feel me?
No matter
because
what
it's us. It don't matter what type of drug you try to put in us. We cannot be stopped. And I feel like that's the only way that they can persuade people to not like us, is put us in a negative light. Yeah. I love, white. It's not, and it's not all white people. You feel me? It's that base of that European culture.
The superiority.
Yeah, the superiority. It's not all of them, no, but it's those.
We got allies.
Yeah, we do. We do.
But it's they don't realize the aggression and the anger that we have toward their culture regarding our culture.
Yeah.
See, you motherfuckers had a 400 years head start.
Mm-hmm.
Your people were enslaving my people, and so you are still living off of what you know, and you are still living off of those riches.
Mm-hmm.
And so my people are not.
But but let me tell you something though. Let me speak some real shit to you. Look who's adapting to this hardship of a pandemic.
Facts.
Our people. Look at fucking Atlanta. No. The strip clubs are open, bitch.
Hey, the recession was in Obama. Who was in?
No, Obama wasn't in. It had to happen.
All I know is what this COVID shit has revealed.
The recession was
like another fucking norm.
It was the norm.
But that's how it is though.
Yeah. What COVID has revealed is how black and brown communities are so disproportionately treated.
Of course.
And handled.
Yeah.
And cared for. Because if you can tell me that a white suburban neighborhood deserves more development than Austin and Inglewood and back of the yards. You know what I'm saying? My man says that. Shout out to my man.
It's so sexy.
It's texting. I'm sorry.
No, you good. But no. I just feel like, you feel me? They throughout slavery, they've been wanting us to be. And I'm saying us, because, that shit could have been me. You feel me?
It's already flowing through our blood. So
it's flowing. It's so crazy. It's flowing through our blood.
We're speaking for our ancestors.
Yes, they gave us
what they weren't legally able to do.
Yes, they gave us the lower barrel, the hand-me-down. So it's expected, and they already knew. They already predicted that. You feel me? When these black women grow up. Naturally, these black men are not going to be in that child's life. You feel me? In that mother's life. Naturally. So we're naturally going to have her fill out for public aid, for housing assistance. And you want to know what? We're going to give her what's best for her. So meaning we're going to give her the lower of Chicago. We're going to give her the lower of Naperville. We're going to give her the lower of Lombard. We ain't going to give her ass best of the best. No. We're going to give her lower. Why?
And if they do, speaking from experience, I got my Section 8 years ago.
Like 5 years ago?
It was 2014.
6 years ago?
Yeah, it was 2014. I got my Section 8. I filled out for it like 4 years before, and to have been on a waiting list that long. I had my daughter in 2011. Filled out shit way before that, and I had to wait all of these fucking years. My daughter was 4 years old when that shit actually came through. You know what I'm saying? I was already away at school. You know what I'm saying? I had the motivation. I was on the right track doing what I was doing, but because I was doing that, God blessed me with the Section 8.
He always will. I look at that.
Because I didn't have to focus on working and doing all of that shit. I made sure that I had a place to live for my daughter. I was able to pay the bills, all of that shit. But where is room for the other parent?
Right.
Ain't no room for that shit.
Right.
Because if I'm gonna give her, I'm gonna give her Section 8, I'm gonna give her this, I'm gonna give her that. She's gonna abide by everything
that I need her to abide by.
Yeah.
Like it's like a God or a religion where you follow all of these circumstances. Oh, I gotta get my inspection. My anxiety used to be through the roof every time I got an inspection.
I need to kick my black man out.
That's deep.
It was a
because
movie.
they don't. Because they don't. He's not supposed to be here. Do you know how many? Do you know how many comedians and rappers and just actors or just whoever have played on that? Don't tell the people that your daddy live here. Man. You feel me? It's funny, but it's
degrading.
It's
to
degrading.
Our families.
Don't tell the people your daddy live here.
But what it does,
not my boyfriend, not somebody that's coming to help you, but your daddy.
Your own dad.
Your daddy live here. You feel
me?
They
call that.
If that mother didn't need that, it's a lot of people that infiltrate the system. Don't get me wrong, but those honest women like myself, and I'm putting myself on a higher horse
because I ain't knocking nobody else doing what they do.
I'm a very honest woman, and I needed that. God blessed me with that, so I can finish school. Once I finished school, I said, "It's got to go." I need to learn how to be a woman. I need to learn how to take care of me and my daughter and you know my future children on my own. So I gave it up. You feel me? But it just make you feel like, okay, I don't need that man because if he's here, I can't get what I need for this, that, and the other.
It's a system.
But it's a system.
Yeah,
it's a system.
And we ain't meant to survive.
We're not meant to survive.
Like I say.
When it's women like me that just be like, I don't need that. I'm tired of going through the process of filling out paperwork each and every. If it ain't paperwork to fill out for some more money to provide for me and my child, I might as well better myself. Hence why I got my degree. Better myself so I won't have to depend on the system. I don't want to have to depend on the system. I want to have to depend on myself and my support system, which is my family.
You know what, sister, bring
my close friends. I don't want to depend on that. That's a control.
So bring it all back home. Familiar. In our culture is what's familiar. Welfare living, hood rich shit, scamming, quick money. It's what's familiar. And I ain't blaming my people. I love my people.
Because it's familiar.
I love my people. Like when I get on the book and I get some fussing and I be talking my shit, it ain't because I don't like my people.
It's because you love them so much.
I love them so much. Exactly. Like get it together. We have so many examples that we need to set for these upcoming generations.
Yes.
And we are so far behind.
Yes.
Again, we did not get a 400-year head start
no.
like our white friends did.
But let me tell you something. It's just like, let me tell you something. When you racing your 10-year-old child or your 8-year-old child, you're not going to race them head to head. You're going to be like, baby, you younger than me. You a little weaker than me. I'm going to give you a head start.
Fact.
Right?
Fact.
Right, bitch?
I mean, like, the truth of the matter is...
But you're not... But let me tell you something. And it's not... And I'm not going to make an excuse for our people.
I feel you on that.
But no, I'm not going to give you no heads. No, I'm going to give you a head start because you're weaker than me.
Facts.
You're younger than me.
Yeah.
I'm stronger than you are. I'm going to outbeat you when I finally do catch up.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear that shit. I agree with you, sis. I understand what you about to say. But that 400-year start for me, I don't want to hear that shit. Like, I'm just being very honest with you.
On that shit,
because we're stronger.
Yeah.
We're wiser.
Smarter.
And smarter.
Fuck.
So we have 400 years. Cool. That means we just got to work twice,
you know what?
10 times hard to catch the fuck up. And we are catching up. Look at these motherfuckers. Beyonce just dropped a Black is King.
Did you watch
Black is King?
Black
I
is
ain't gave my
King.
85 minutes yet, but I know that shit raw as fuck, Joe.
We watched a little of it last night.
Amazing.
My
Black is King. You feel me?
I had chill bumps the entire time.
Cardi B came out, she stopped the world. City Girls came out, they stopped the world. Migos came out, they stopped the world.
Chloe Halle, stop the fucking world.
Stop the world. These are black
power
people. So I understand what you're saying, sis, about they had 400 years, but we catch up. That's our nature.
Yeah.
That's our nature.
That's our nature.
What the hardship has taught us during slavery and has instilled in us through our ancestors.
I'm so loud.
I'm good, baby.
I don't even give a fuck.
And I don't give a fuck. But what our ancestors have left
Yeah, you don't give a fuck. I'm sitting right here. You're over there.
Yeah. You closer to the fucking mouth.
I care.
I think that our ancestors has left us so much that we gotta be fools not to think how powerful we are. I mean, god damn, the Europeans ain't got no pyramids out in this bitch.
No.
They ain't got no pharaohs dripped in gold, been dead for fucking centuries out in this
Mummies.
bitch. They ain't got them mummies and shit.
People
Our ancestors left us one thing and one thing only.
What is that, boo?
Power. Fuck you mean?
Power.
And that is why we got enslaved.
Power.
Because power separates cultures. And so what happened is they saw how we could fucking heal people with plants. How we could domesticate lions and zebras and tigers. Oh my.
Yeah, boo.
Fuck. They saw how people could do that. They saw that Africa was a place of wisdom.
And wealth.
Resources, most important. Blood diamonds.
And to this day,
blood diamonds.
we are resourceful as fuck.
Blood diamonds.
I could make a meal with 4 items. You hear me, sis? My ancestors and the genetics has taught me to live off of my land,
to survive,
off of my life, off of my knowledge. How to heal my kids without that bullshit pharmaceutical company y'all got in this country.
How to turn lemonade out of lemon.
Come on.
Period.
When I'm broke, we still got it.
We got it.
That is what our culture has taught us. However, we are still stuck in the familiar.
You want to know why? Because and I'm
going against each other.
I'm probably gonna piss a few people, probably my cousins back here recording. But they taught it. Our ancestors have taught us though, and I'm taking it back to like Lion King. Who was the hunters? Who were the thinkers?
The women.
Who were the thinkers? The lioness.
The women.
Right?
The lioness.
So, who is it today?
The women.
The what women? The black women.
Black women.
We hold the power, and you wanna. And I just feel, and this is me personally, as a dark skinned plus size woman, I feel like they want us to feel so low about ourselves that we have to change ourselves. Like it's women out here that's getting their ass done that I don't understand. Like why you get your ass done? You black.
Because you know what?
You black.
We are
you
so
already
used to the unfamiliar that we don't even know how familiar we are.
Exactly.
They are striving to look like us.
Exactly.
What do you think Botox achieved?
Exactly.
Cheekbones that look like this.
Lip injections.
Cheekbones that look like this.
Exactly.
Lips that look like this. Tits that look like this. And what we don't realize.
And ass that look like this. If you see me, you know my ass.
You see I ain't have like this one little booty. I ain't have like that. But it's truly a situation where we've gotten so familiar that we forgot how powerful we were.
For real though. Like for real. We forgotten because everything is just a cliche now. Everything is just so normal for us now, and I feel like as a black woman, you know, I just feel like we just give up. Like let's just exist in the world. I don't want to just exist. I want to conquer shit. I want to take over shit. I want to own shit. You feel me? I want to fucking change the world. You feel me? That's my mindset, and I feel like, you know, in the back of every little black girl's mind, I feel like we all think that way. We all grew up.
The shit.
We all grow up wanting to change the world, and that's just us. But we grow up and we get around people, light-skinned girls, you know, whatever, white women and stuff like that, and they just give us this whole other mindset. You know, you have to be married, and if you ain't got no man or whatever, you ain't bound down to no man. And no shade, you got a man. So no shade, it ain't like that. You feel me? They put all this. But yeah, it's a system.
We all grew up in that same.
Exactly. Seeing our moms and our aunties and our grandmother. Yeah, for sure.
I think that's why a lot of women be like, I can't find no man. I can't find no man. Or, okay, it's a stigma. It's a. That's what everyone's doing. You know. Oh, I gotta be married by this age, or I gotta have children by this age. But what's for you is for you.
Yeah,
And it's
what's
only
for you
on
is
God's
for you.
timing. Your timing ain't got nothing to do with what God got.
Facts. Facts.
You think I knew I was gonna have a kid at 23?
You know what I'm saying?
I was at my prime. Okay.
Hello, I was 21 when Sarah was born, fam.
You
See,
think
y'all
that was
was
my
feeling
plan?
myself.
Even though that was a blessing to me.
I was
Of course,
26.
this child is always
It changed my life for.
How old were you?
I was 26.
when you had your baby.
Yeah, so I was a little older.
Mature.
Yeah, I was a little mature.
It matters. You know, when I had
Yeah,
Sarah,
it do.
I was insecure, and I was a girlfriend. I
Mhm.
wasn't thinking as a queen, or
Right,
a wife,
right.
and I was insecure and jealous, and
Mhm.
all the time wanting to be mad from other girls liking my boyfriend at the time. You know, life humbles you and it grows you in this different type of way, especially when you're a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Because we go through so many things because of our history,
Because of our
of how we grow up, and because what we ain't got.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And life grew me up in a way that I literally had to come out of some trauma that my parents didn't even mean to hand down. You know what I'm saying? It's so interesting.
This one even supposed to be about this, but
This
it
one
is,
is
and
supposed
we
to
gonna
be
fucking
about
make it
this.
about it. It don't even matter.
because this is
Go on,
BL
sis.
and I'm known
Go on,
to switch the
sis.
subject.
Speak your shit, sis.
But it's
Go.
so interesting how we are handed down so many things from our
Mm-hmm.
parents and we don't realize it. And I'm forgiven. My parents are human and they took damn good care of me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? My dad was a car salesman, but we lived in a fucking suburb. And our city friends envied us. We had every fucking thing. The big ass Suburban we drove in, a nice ass house in Bellwood, which was nice back in the day. You feel me? We had this life that people envied and that they yearned for. And it's interesting because it's unfamiliar to our black kids who don't got shit. Who got bogus health care and no mental health facilities in the hood. And
Yeah.
bogus ass locations where they're living and there's no grocery stores close and all types of necessities to respect the people that lead you, but you can't. And so they be like, oh, you know, we got all this murder and all these homicides and all this gun violence because of gangs. But gangs really is what young people in the city result to because they ain't got no love in the crib.
Yep, they ain't got nothing else.
You know what I'm saying? So this really do all result to love in the unfamiliar life that the culture is so unused to. We are on topic because all of this shit is about being familiar and living in that shit and not being able to move beyond that shit. Man. We messed up out here and we so used to being familiar and we so used to being basic.
And I think a lot of, single moms or single family homes are angry or are not.
Oh,
they
girl,
are
yes.
because they don't have the resources to provide or they don't have the resources to make sure that they can self-care. Self-care is important.
It's so fucking important,
It's
y'all.
important. And I feel like if we don't have it as an outlet, speaking from experience, you'll be miserable.
Be miserable as fuck.
You walk out and you don't realize that you just put anything on just to go here and go there. And you don't necessarily have to put just anything on. You can dress your finest, your best to go to the fucking store.
Yeah.
And my mama told me, she's like, you got these dresses, you got this. I'm only speaking from experience, guys and girls. You can just walk the dog and put something on that's gonna make you feel better. And I don't think like that because I've been in this place for such a long time, and I'm finally realizing that I don't have to be in this place. I can feel beautiful everywhere I go.
Everywhere I go.
Everywhere I go,
Man,
no matter
child.
what. Because when you're outside of your home, people are seeing you. People are looking at you. You know,
let me say something
and it
about
makes you
being
feel
black,
good.
Joe.
It makes you feel good just to put on something cute.
When you're black
you feel cute.
and you sexy and you successful and you well spoken, you pretty, you soft, but you hard as fuck. People hate that shit.
They do.
Okay.
I just
I
posted on
understand
the
why.
book the other day. People hate
All
when you
that
could be
shit.
yourself all
Yeah.
the fucking time. I get backlash from my family. I get backlash from people I work with. I get backlash from close friends of mine because I dare to be myself all the fucking time. I can be professional and still be myself.
Of course.
I can talk to a white client with 6 figures and still be
yourself.
myself.
I do it every day.
I can talk to my children and be myself.
Facts.
I can holler at my nigga in bed and be myself.
Be yourself.
And I can't sacrifice myself. But y'all know what? Bringing it all back. It is very familiar for the black cultures to sacrifice themselves. Because the world that we live in hate us.
Because
The world that we living in hate that we are fucking self. Let me just take one element of the culture and tell you how powerful we are. Hip hop. Hip hop is in everything. White commercials for Apple, a white leading company, billions, quadrillions of dollars. The culture loves hip hop so much that it integrates hip hop in commercial,
And everything.
media, fashion, medical field, all of that. Our culture is loved, but it's not respected. And that in itself is familiar to the culture, because when you don't get respect, you don't see your culture as valuable. You feel me?
Your own culture.
Your own culture.
We talked about, what made you realize, that you wanted to become an attorney.
My OG.
Which is dope. Shout out to, our parents pushing us.
Man, real talk.
Yeah,
Love you, mama.
love you. So, I understand that you work for a group called The Tribe, and what was brought to my attention that you recently spoke on childbirth during I'm a little tipsy.
During the COVID.
During the COVID season, pandemic, whatever. I'm gonna call it a season because that's all it is. It's a season.
It's a season.
It's gonna go away.
It's like an X. It goes away.
You spoke about how it's already frightening for black women, outside of this pandemic, and how they give birth, and we pretty much, we're taught to be scared of our lives because we're not treated fairly sometimes, and I'm gonna just speak the honest truth.
That's all we can do.
And we're a little afraid when we're going in, something that should be so happy for us and so relieving for us, we're a little afraid. And real briefly, we don't have to get too in touch with that, but I just want to let you know that with her bringing that to my attention, it kind of touched me because I got induced. I didn't have to, but I was a little fed up with pregnancy. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I got induced. And to the doctors, I was not dilated enough, so I had to get a C-section. And after I got that C-section, I was having a lot of pain for about 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I was trying to get in touch with a doctor. I've seen doctors that just told me, oh, the pain will go away. And just so happened, one day I was just like, I'm just gonna stay with my mom and my dad, because this, I don't want to put too much on Quita, and I'm hurting.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's rough.
So, just one particular day, I had my baby. She was on my chest, and I was trying to put her to sleep, and I was still hurting from my C-section scar. That was like 2 weeks later. And my mama woke me up and was just like, your dress is, because I had on the dress, it's wet.
Wow.
You feel me? It had pus. It was stinking. It stunk up the room. My cesarean scar got infected. You feel me? I had a fever. I had chills. I went through the motions, and it's just like, I ain't gonna lie, I could have died, or I could have got really sick.
You could have got really sick.
Yeah, you feel me? That was serious, and that, my sister bringing that to me, that you even spoke on that, that just brought levels, and I have a certain level of respect for you for even like speaking on that.
I appreciate that.
For even acknowledging that, because I could have been one of those women where, you feel me, the doctors ignored, me. I tried to call the doctor. My mama tried to call the doctor. We were getting ignored. I went to a whole doctor's appointment. She said, oh, you'll get better.
Yep.
But I did not get better. I got worse. Like, I had a high temperature.
And she didn't go to social media to put it out.
I did not go to social media. I left it in God's hands.
Leave it in God's
Yo,
hands.
why y'all be posting on?
We prayed on it.
Y'all
We prayed on it.
Yeah.
We prayed on it. Me and my mama. We prayed on it. And
Let me tell
look
you
at me
something.
now. A year later,
that's right.
I'm lit. Nah, for real though. That's
Real
serious
talk,
though.
though,
Childbirth is very serious.
Let me
especially
tell you
for
the
women.
history of childbirth
Yeah.
as a black woman. And it's just so many things in that story. It's so many layers. And I appreciate you all for acknowledging that. It's so many layers in childbirth as a black woman that people ignore. You know what I'm saying? We once gave birth on plantations as a result of a white master raping us. We once have given birth in a home where we weren't welcome. Because if you were a house slave or you were light-skinned enough, you can give birth and work inside the home. So we gave birth under traumatic experiences. Already, our ancestors have left within us this feeling that our birth doesn't matter. But let me tell you something. When you give birth as a black mama, you are automatically blessing the world with a king and a queen because we are such powerful descendants of our ancestors. And when you fuck around and you give a black woman in these times fertility and the power to produce and add on to the culture.
Multiply.
The white elite are even more mad because we don't die, motherfucker. We multiply. Fuck.
I'm about to do this
mess
with you,
around. You're going to do
No,
this
but
with
for
me.
real though.
Period.
Because when you go
It's
to
true.
when you
It's
backtrack birth as a black woman, the trauma that a black mother had to go through giving birth and her child taken away. Well, giving birth because a master made her. Well, getting the baby ripped out of your body and never seeing him again. When you think about the history of birth in America,
They already sold before they're even born.
the fact that we are
The daddy is
still
already taken away from them before they're even able to build that bond with the child.
the fact that we are still. Let me turn my head around on this shit so y'all can see my ass, fam. The fact that we are still on the lowest of the lowest on the totem pole when it comes to health care and prenatal care, and women finding a comfortable system to birth their babies in, to grow the generation. The fact that we are still the lowest on the totem pole, that shit hurtful. That shit bogus.
It is.
Like, you mean to tell me y'all done took my ancestors' babies and I still can't get adequate health care in this country?
Then took them. They didn't work for you. They didn't feed your children. They didn't breastfeed your children.
Work for you.
They
built
didn't
your
raise
country.
your children. They didn't build for you. They didn't. You feel me? They.
My ancestors' titties fed the descendants of the people that think that they're better than me right now. My ancestors' titties has fed the people in corporate America that make more than me. My ancestors' titties. They titties, fam.
Sweat.
I want to go
That's
all the way
good.
down to the sweat and the blood and the tears and the degradation that my ancestors had to survive for this country. And when you tell me I'm not welcome in this country, I can't get equal rights in this bitch.
Well, shit, even the store. Fuck you mean?
Fuck you, man.
A store.
Ain't no way in hell we go to a store and
No
somebody
way,
from
man.
a totally different country that wasn't enslaved
No way.
or brought over here against their rights should be working at the store.
Facts. Ain't no way.
But
It's also no way.
It's so systematic that we not approved for these visas and loans and all these special treatments. I was in school and I had one girl in my class, her Camaro, you've never seen a Camaro like that. She had a fucking Camaro. And she was from a different country. She didn't even speak English.
Let's
she
say
had a
something about
Camaro.
privilege.
They always drive nice cars. They get all these grants and all these, all of this shit. The only difference is they can't work
If privilege ain't taught me
in
shit,
certain places with a visa.
privilege has taught me
It's just like
that
damn.
there are people in
Shit,
this
we don't need
country.
none of that, and it's so hard for
There
us
are
to find a
people-
legit place of work where we
For
accept.
real.
Facts.
For real, what I'm saying?
I just want to be comfortable and let my braids
Yeah.
out. Well, you ain't telling me I'm unprofessional for my extensions, fam.
Right.
I just want to be comfortable enough to talk in Ebonics as much as I talk in European
For real.
nights.
Because guess what? Hey, language.
Fuck.
I took a language course, and
I just want to be comfortable.
And I love that teacher. She was whatever, but I loved her because she often mentioned that language ain't no wrong way of speaking.
Ain't no wrong way of speaking.
It's different.
Ain't no wrong way.
It's different. There's no wrong way. Like if
But this country has taught us.
You speak a certain way, and 9 times out of 10, I understand you.
Right.
Usually, it's supposed to be like that, but we've become so accustomed to, switching it up. I used to think switching it up, you have to know how to switch it up.
That's crazy.
No. Why
Be my
should you have to
fucking self
switch
all
up
the
who you
time.
are?
And when I'm talking to a white person,
Why are we the only ones that gotta?
We gotta switch it up.
when I'm talking
But when
to
they talk to us, they can
a
be
Hispanic
regular,
person.
whatever.
Yeah, they can be themselves.
And then when they talk, we find it offensive. But when we talk like them,
This culture
that's
has
the right
been
way to
stripped.
talk.
The culture has been stripped of being themselves.
Mm-hmm.
The culture has been stripped of loving their
That's
skin
why
color.
my anxiety is so goddamn high.
That's crazy.
'Cause I
G.
can't think for everybody else.
Right.
I can't
And literally,
It's so
your
hard
culture
to
has
be-
taught you to do that.
to step outside of my comfort
Facts.
zone.
It has
Working in
because
corporate
as
America,
a black
I
woman, we've
feel
been
so
thinking,
uncomfortable.
we've been living, we've been birthing, we've been
Facts.
everything for everybody else for so fucking long.
You know something else to that,
I can
sis?
still be myself.
The
outside of work.
idea that we don't
Between 9
deserve.
and 5, I'm working. Outside of that, I can be myself.
Yeah.
The idea
You know?
that we don't deserve rest.
Don't judge
That
me.
we don't deserve soft
I'm
love.
judge y'all ass.
That we don't deserve to be treated
Yeah,
in a
we
way
don't
that
deserve
is
to frown
delicate.
because if we frown, we are angry.
We got an attitude.
Yeah.
I tell my guy that all the time. Like, be careful telling me I got an attitude, man.
Yep.
Because the world tells me every day, no
Yep.
matter how professional,
Yep.
how articulate,
Yep.
how intelligent,
Yep.
how degreed up I am, I got an attitude.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know how sick it is to think that just because you're outspoken and intelligent, the rest of the world gonna think that you have an attitude.
You know
That
how
shit
hard it
fucked
is to write an email and not try to sound like a bitch?
Or sound like a black woman.
You so used to.
Like, let me take that exclamation point out because
Yes.
motherfuckers might think
I
I'm
got too many. I got
aggressive.
too many. I'm just
Yep.
gonna say
Damn
hi.
shame.
Or hey, nope. I gotta delete that
Yep.
exclamation point out of hey because I'm addressing something that's probably not
Serious.
fitting, you know.
I have to
Okay,
always
awesome
watch my
day. Yeah, of
professionalism.
course.
I hope
The
y'all
way that I wear
well.
my
I'm
clothes.
like, I've gotten so many. I hope y'all well messages. Yes, I'm well because if I'm responding to your message,
I'm
working.
well, Jack. I'm well.
But here and there.
So here and there, we're gonna
Moving on.
Q has a
Oh my
question for
goodness.
you.
What up? What's the question, baby?
But you warned me about it, how it was gonna be with her, cause she talked,
Y'all know I
Yes.
talk.
and
I'm
I love
sorry.
it. I love it.
It's
It's
a
been
journal in
Oh,
me, y'all. I've been a journalist since I was young. I
Acknowledge
can't
this
help
shit.
it.
Okay.
What's up?
So we've been outgrowing our norm literally this entire year.
I love it.
Being that January is a new year in general, so we had to be accustomed to
Fact.
the new year.
Yeah.
So, okay, we did spring. We was hopeful for summer.
Facts.
Summer has literally came and went,
Surprise.
and it's the school year. It's the freaking school year.
Damn.
And
Coming up. 2 weeks.
we've been having so many surprises. I'm gonna just say it's a surprise.
Man, so every day is unpredictable.
It's
as fuck.
super unpredictable. It's a surprise.
Yeah.
Y'all kids gonna be on with y'all every day. Don't get me wrong. I'd rather take that precaution.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I remember when we talked 2 weeks ago. You did say that you were gonna homeschool.
Facts.
Okay.
Yeah. And by the
that's a
grace
huge
of nature.
role to take on,
Man, y'all.
you know.
You know, the way I think about it is that I've trusted master degree white people, qualified black people for
They don't.
university.
Not all of them have those degrees.
You feel me?
But
I've trusted them
Here
to
and
teach
there.
my kid.
Here and there.
So you mean to tell me that I'm supposed to trust the rest of the world to teach my children the ones I gave birth to, came out of my body, survived my emotions during 9 months in the same way that I did? I'm supposed to trust them to teach my babies better than me. That's what the culture got me fucked up.
Online though. It's not in person.
It ain't Corona.
It ain't Corona. I've been smoking.
It's in person though. Like, it's not in person. It's virtual.
Yeah, good. What's interesting is the fact that black mamas don't have any confidence to teach our babies. The world tells us that we aren't qualified, and even though the degrees, I got one from Columbia College, 2010.
CC, motherfucking C.
Bachelor's of Arts, baby, from a private art school, and yes, I'm still in debt, but I'm the shit.
That's why you my sis. I knew it. I felt it.
But Columbia College didn't raise me. My OG did. And so the truth of the matter is the fact that they make us still feel inferior despite our education and our experience and our wisdom and our history. We still have this way where ain't nobody better than raising my kids and teaching my kids than me. You wanna know what the fuck my son brought home last year when he was in the 1st grade? Hunter. A lesson about Christopher Columbus. How this cracker discovered America. I'm gonna call it what the fuck it is, because if it was their podcast, they'll say nigger.
They will.
Fuck.
Not GA, but they
ER.
GER.
The nigger with the GR.
Girl.
Basically, our history as black folks in this country and how we entered this world is so watered down that my son brought home a packet that said that Christopher Columbus discovered America. The Indians and the Europeans was friends when they got here.
No, you did.
Girl, all this friendly shit about how they massed well to create colonies
No,
and
they did.
That's
create the
fucked up.
new states and all of that. And I'm like, that's true as fuck.
No.
So now that I'm about to be
Okay.
homeschooling, I'm going to be in control of the lesson.
Guess what?
So,
I'm
Oh, okay.
got me fucked up.
okay.
And
So
teaching my kids that shit.
I have my discrepancies with all of that.
Yeah.
It's my degree is in early childhood.
Wow, okay.
So speaking on such, I just feel like certain ways we approach stuff with our children, I feel like it's so broad that we feel like we have to approach each child the same way. Especially if it's a minority. Because that's when they have to conform.
That's when they have to conform.
We've been conforming all our lives.
Big sis.
We've been conforming. And it's just like, okay, why do we have to conform to certain things, and then our kids come home and we teaching them a whole different thing. And that's gonna make our kids feel like, my teacher said this, my teacher said that, my teacher taught me this way how to do my math. And guess what? It's gonna slap all the teachers in the face.
All they ass in the face.
If you saying math home with me, my baby's gonna learn the way I am, because at the end of the day, I'm her teacher.
Common Core standards were put out in Illinois schools because they wanted
she's
us.
gonna learn the way
Hell yeah.
I've learned, or I'm able to teach her.
Yeah.
It ain't no one way to do anything. There's multiple ways. So if you make it seem like, well, this is the way you have to add these up. No. If she got 10 fingers, she got 10 fucking toes. She's gonna use each one of them to count as long as she can until she learned that.
They try.
Don't make my baby be like, I'm like, girl, use your fingers. She be like,
They try to create
They
a
don't
system.
want
Like, how is that good?
Yeah, I've noticed that with Madison. Like, she don't want to use her fingers.
Those are resources.
And that is the most powerful.
Nobody's gonna
using
give those
yourself. That's the most powerful.
Sketch your nose.
Because I didn't seen calculators go wrong. I work at a bank. I deal with math every day. I've seen calculators go wrong. But then when that calculator go wrong and my phone go wrong, I bet you using her fingers a little bit.
And ain't nothing wrong with it.
It's not.
You know what has happened.
It's so familiar.
It's so
that,
familiar.
Oh,
I
you
use
don't know
my
how to do
fingers when I
math
was in
because
first
you
I don't
grade.
know if
I deal with so many motherfucking numbers every day. I'm
fact.
gonna have to use these fingers and toes.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if
Talents.
parents were paying attention, but the Common Core standards that were implemented in our Illinois school systems and just in school systems around inner city were implemented with the hope that our black and our young people in America would catch up with Asian in China, and that our kids will learn in a certain way. But see, that's a one-size-fits-all curriculum. One thing you gotta understand is that black kids with so much energy and so much wisdom and so much ancestral.
All right. So, with your new with your new engagement, congratulations, our daughter. This bitch is engaged. She's off the market. Just
Off the
so y'all
fucking
know.
market. Don't inbox me. Don't comment under my shit.
Your announcement was so low key.
Don't comment on this
I
shit.
kind of passed it.
It was though.
Because we had literally just
It was already.
Yeah,
It was
we talked that same day.
Same day.
So I'm like, okay, well, we can discuss that. So,
Man, y'all, I love that nigga so much.
but when you put it up, you was like, finally, I'm like, oh
Marrying
yeah.
his ass. He wasn't playing no games.
So how does it feel?
It
Like,
feel crazy, y'all.
you know?
Like, I'm so transparent with my life. I've been married before, you know, and when I divorced, it was heartbreaking because I was raised in a family where marriage was such a big deal. You know, my parents are still together. And to say that you're from a 2-parent home as a black kid with 6 kids in the family, what I always got was, y'all got the same mommy and daddy?
Yes.
Like, yeah, we do,
Yeah.
fam.
Oh, we get it all the time.
You know, and it was so interesting because I raised my kids in a different environment and in a way where I did not stay married. And it didn't work out. And long story short, he didn't get along with my firstborn. So I couldn't go. You feel me? Like, I can't go. Like,
Oh,
Sarah,
so you had your firstborn before? Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
Sarah was born. That's
Okay.
my brown skin is what I tell people. And I
Brown.
met this white guy, and I didn't really try to fall in love with a white guy, but them niggas be sweeping you off your feet with them bank accounts, Jack. So I'm like, me and Sarah was
Put me
our
on game,
own.
sis.
It ain't all
Say,
high
Clearly
I'm
it
so
ain't game,
fucking
but I got you.
transparent. I'm so unashamed about who I am and where I've grown. And I spent some time alone and raising my kids and growing my career. And then Chris sweeps in. Y'all, man, a cool ass nigga with a beard. I'm like, he trusts your ass. And he's
Okay,
so
then,
good
yeah.
to me,
Did he go to
though.
school with us?
He went to school with us. He's much older than us. Chris is 39, so
Nothing's wrong with that.
yeah, he's definitely
He ain't no
older
39.
than us. He is 39, fat as fuck.
You don't even look like
My
it.
nigga, man,
Bitch, is that a blush?
I just be blushing for him because of
Why? But I just want to know, why do you blush? Why do you feel like you hit that jackpot?
It's who Chris has. Who Chris has made me realize I've become. So like, I done been with niggas that's been jealous of my glow up. I done been with niggas that's done been abusive, that's made me abusive. You know, Chris teaches me how to be a woman, and just through his actions. You know, it ain't no lecture and shit. You know, I'm gonna give you a motherfucking guide to this shit. It's his action that teaches me how to be a woman. Like the sexy in me, the classy in me, the ratchet in me, the freak in me. He makes me everything.
Oink.
Like, I'm so fucking crazy about this. I'm so fucking in love with this man, Joe.
My face hurt from smiling.
And his
so
ring
much.
is like mad crazy.
It is.
He knew to give me the shape of a heart because I got that shit. Like, I got his heart. That shit, like, it's grown me up so much. And it ain't shit about being with an older man or with a nigga that's, you know, different. It's more so somebody who compliments you. Our biggest thing is that I'm the yin to his yang. We so fucking different. We come from different backgrounds. You know, he a hood nigga. You know what I'm saying? Gang banging and shit. And I'm a preppy ass school girl. But the way that we compliment each other and the way that I've changed him, he's changed me. He on my ass right now. I need to hurry up and get my ass home. He don't play. But it's just the way that we compliment each other. And just this idea of us leaving behind this different type of legacy for our children and our culture.
Do he have children?
He does. He has one daughter.
He has a
And
daughter.
her name is Kristen.
Oh.
And Kristen is the exact same age of Sarah.
Oh,
And
wow.
so his only
Really?
child is the same age as my firstborn. And so God is so good. You know, we want to raise our kids in a way that we are different. You know, I done had words with his being and let her know what my heart is, my intention, just some grown woman shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love this man, Joe. He ain't the same person he was when he was with you. And that's, again, unfamiliar as fuck. Healthy relationships in this culture is unfamiliar.
Okay, Nikki.
What we are familiar with is fucking fighting with our nigga.
Yes.
Cheating.
Busting his tires. I don't want to do that. But
I've never resulted in anything like
Chris has taught me how to fight.
speaking on that, baby, fighting. Right?
Wow.
So you made a post.
Oh, God.
I'll
I made
let you
so
know-
many posts.
No, you know the one that I commented on. But throughout this week and last week, a video went viral of a girlfriend, or I don't know if she was the
Oh, yeah.
she was the wife,
that. Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
wife, girlfriend, whatever. She was angry
Uh-huh.
about the mom being in the front seat.
Uh-huh.
And because of that video, I've seen so many posts. Have you, sis? Yeah. So many posts with the debate of who comes first. Is it the wife or is it the mother? What do y'all think? I'm going to go first because I know y'all were a little long with it.
I ain't that long.
I'm a little short with it. But I feel like always the mom is going to come first. If I'm your wife, we got this car together,
Come on.
I'm going to respect her just like I want you to respect my mom.
Fact.
Because if you want me to get in the back seat, you feel me, with your mom, what am I going to do with my mom? You feel me? Am I going to tell my mom to get in the back seat? You feel me? Like, am I going to tell my mom to get in the back seat? Hell no.
Hell
So
no.
this is my man. This is my one, meaning that's my future mother-in-law because
Right.
we're going to get married soon.
Right.
Or this is already my mother-in-law. She's a part of me now.
Right.
Because we're already married. I'm never gonna tell her, get your ass in the backseat because we bought this car. We got a car now together. We live together. We got kids. I'm his first. You feel me? No, me personally, I'm
I
not.
was a little livid.
Because that's because that's my mom too.
Being my man's
I
nigga
was
means that I am
because
bowing down.
How that girl approached.
Come on, fam. It was ridiculous.
She popped that for a real nigga to have this boy, and
I'm sorry.
that's just how I felt.
Yeah.
It came out how it came out, but that's true. Like, how dare you? You should be not necessarily praising. Oh, I love you, being phony
For real
and shit,
though.
but look at this person as another mother
Fact.
figure. Like, damn. If you want to get to know your man, get closer to the mother because she gonna spill the tea. Because when they get older, all they do is talk shit
That's
and
it,
talk.
man.
Mama gonna spill the tea.
The mama gonna spill the tea. But
Period.
once you mess that relationship up with that mother,
Yeah.
you're gonna scold that.
Let me
Especially
tell you
if it's a
something.
single mom raising that man, and she raised him. The man, he's man enough to marry you. That means that mama raised him right. So for you to disrespect her, you're
Right.
disrespecting your husband.
Right. Let me tell you something. This is
And you know, baby, because you
the fact that this has been born down.
You got
to
a
the
ring
front
on it.
seat. The fact that this has been boiled down to the front seat is mind-boggling to me.
it is.
Because
I hate it.
my man, Chris's mom, is not with
right in
us.
the backseat. That's why
She has passed. I have never met Chris's mom. It breaks my heart every day. And I don't think my baby knows that, but I don't talk about it with him because I know the pain. I don't know the pain I'm wrong because I haven't lost my mother, but I understand what the pain could feel like when you don't have your ride or die woman, the woman that taught you to love women, taught you everything, taught you the game.
Everything.
Well,
For real though.
Doris, I love you, and I never met you, but you are everything to me because you raised this man that I'm in love with, and so it's interesting to
Girl,
me to watch
stop
him grow.
it. Stop.
I love this man so fucking much, and I respect this.
I
man.
gotta meet him. Look,
So
I gotta
fucking
meet you
much.
to see why she's so in
Y'all
love with
should
you.
see this, the way this man fights with me, Joe. Like, I be capping. Fussing like a motherfucker. On some straight bitch shit. On my time, on the money. He respects me. I don't get called out of my name.
He'd be
I don't
cool,
get
calm, and
fussed
collected,
at.
probably just.
Even when I tell Chris to get the fuck out, I'm angry at you. He gonna pack, come his ass to bed. We have this thing where nothing is off limits when it comes to forgiveness. And I ain't never had this shit. And so because of that, because of how I know this man was raised, teach me how to fucking, that's how shit. That's how shit.
Surrender
He has taught me how to love myself, and he's so mad right now.
Babe, I'm so lost.
I give honor to his mother, who is no longer here, because she is the one that raised him. When you talking about a fucking back seat, nigga, I get on the motherfucking roof.
I'll take a
real though.
I get so much respect
for real though.
For the woman that raised my nigga.
Man.
For the woman that taught my man how to be a man to me.
For real though.
Patient and soft.
For real though.
Gangster but soft.
I couldn't even watch the entire video. He hopped up that coffee.
Honestly, I never watched the video, but I'm giving my opinion. I don't even want to watch it because I already know like how it would be. Like I wouldn't even put this woman in this situation. I wouldn't put myself in this situation. Nah, mommy, you sit in the back.
Like the first one.
I mean, you sit in the front. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You sit in the front. Because even my mom, like, she'll argue, like, no, I'm sitting back. No, you sit in the front.
In the front.
That's the most comfortable seat.
She argue with us. Even if I'm driving.
Yeah, she'll argue with us. Like, I want to sit in the back of my grandbaby.
Or shit by herself, because that's what a good air comes.
The truth of the matter is
when you got the front windows down there, air coming back, that's the best thing.
It's not even about the man in this situation.
No, it's not.
Let me say
It's
something
about
your
your relationship.
The wife.
The wife.
Y'all killing me with this title, thinking that because you're a wife, you have all this
power.
Say so.
Say so. Come on, bitch.
I ain't no wife.
I'm a soon to be.
I owe it to my husband.
Yes.
I love saying that. I love it to my husband. I owe it to my husband to give his mother the utmost motherfucking respect. He's my husband because she has raised him. He is my husband because she has taught him how to respect me. Be soft with me.
And no shade.
Fuck me.
No.
Love me.
No shade though. You feel me? Not even bringing it to that. You're a woman in what they call. Can we fix this? Because I see that it's crooked on my end. You are a woman. I am a woman. Queen is a woman. You feel me? With whatever man we meet, we are a woman. We're women of baggage.
We're women of baggage.
You feel me? Any man that respects and looks over a woman of baggage, that means you were taught well. Yes. I don't know if this is Hennessy or this drink that Nikki gave me.
It's a mixture of both. Because this drink is really
This drink is the truth. I feel like you like prayed over it a little bit before you gave it to me. But it is what it is. But no, like for real though, boo. For real though. You feel me? You're a woman with baggage. I'm a woman with baggage. Q is a woman with baggage. You feel me? Any man that respects that, I respect anything in your world.
Anything.
If it's your mom, I respect her. Baby, you want me to rub your feet? Mom, you want me to rub your feet? You want me to go get you a pedicure? Come on.
You know what a real respect comes in?
What?
When that man can step in where that father.
Oh, for real though. For real though.
That's the best
for real though.
In the world.
For real. How can you have any man that can do that? That would do that.
Let me tell you something.
Especially
stereotypes are so interesting because stereotypes teach us that a white man or a white person is a good parent versus a white parent or a good parent. Mm-hmm. So what stereotypes teach us is that my black man is not worthy enough to raise my kids better than their white father. And so what stereotypes have taught me is that as a black man, I cannot dare be a good father. Or I cannot dare be a father that pays child support because the world doesn't respect me. And the sad part is that the culture is so hung up on what black people are not doing. They can't see what the fuck we are doing. And we are raising our kids. I'm in the house every day with them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And there's so many black fathers who are being given the example and who are being given the respect of being fathers who are raising their children in the culture. And there's so many people who want to look over that and say that we are shitty parents. we are poor parents.
Mm-hmm.
We did not get the 400-year advance that our counterparts that are white received. We did not get the ability to say that we can leave our children's, our houses. We did not get the ability to leave our children riches. Our riches were stolen from us. And so the stereotype of being a black parent is such full of shit.
It is.
I'm a black mom and I'm working my ass off to make sure that my kids have a nice home, a safe hood, a place where they can be feeling like they're wanted. And that's just the truth, man, because we get so caught up in what's not real. You know what I'm saying?
That's the Leo in me.
No, that's good. You're keeping up with time, Jack, because I gotta get ready.
Nobody knew unless your blue straw ass was there. Okay, so here and there. Okay, so as a single mom, I feel like you already given us the advice, but whatever. As a single mom combining families, what advice would you give to single mothers as far as preparing for a relationship with that extra baggage?
Wow.
I'm a jerk.
Man,
I don't give nobody the time of the day.
It's so fucking simple to me and my kids.
It's just so easy for me to
Tell
pick
us.
out.
If somebody shows you, they care about you. They care about you. Motherfucker, don't they? Don't.
It's
I
that
don't give a
simple.
shit
But
what the blood says.
You know
what
what
the
you know.
paternity test says. What I am teaching my children, what I truly believe is going to change the game. No, I love this shit. Is that we are going to teach what love really looks like. Not oppression. Not being forced to love a motherfucker. We are really going to teach what genuine, reciprocal love looks like. And if a motherfucker fucking with you, they fucking with you. You can tell. And if a motherfucker ain't, they ain't. And you can tell. So changing the dynamics and the definition of what we do to receive love as a culture. Because we used to get our ass beat. We used to be told we can't read. We used to be told that our mothers and our fathers aren't shit.
Like we do now in a sense.
To learn that we are right. Real shit. To learn that we are not valuable is a poison to our culture. To learn that we were the kings and the queens to start this shit. We tamed wildlife. We grew from the ground. We left pyramids. Our ancestors left an example.
Examples. Martin Luther King. I'm sorry, I love Martin Luther King, but my biggest example is always going to be Malcolm X.
Come on.
That man was a fight. That man was a boss,
beast.
a king, a beast. Man, just even seeing that documentary on Netflix, it just made me appreciate him even more. And even that with Forrest Whitaker, the one with the lazy eye, even that, just seeing that.
Yeah.
What?
It's only
That
one
nigga
motherfucking
talk about
Forrest
the way
Whitaker.
when you-
Everybody don't know Forrest
You
Whitaker.
didn't need
But we know
Forrest
Whitaker sound like a white man named Dodie. Because when I first met him, when I first was put on with the name,
Right.
I heard about it on like TBS, the shit
Yeah,
that
because of Forrest fucking Gump, but whatever.
real Forrest Whitaker
You're there.
with the lazy eye. He played in the
I love that you're there.
that movie, that series where he was the gangster, but he had all these ties with these powerful people, including Malcolm X.
Including.
Sorry.
Fucking bug. I hate bugs. You know what? I'm gonna. That's a simple. You're a drink because you dropped my shit.
Y'all
No. Alright, y'all. So we didn't gave you Miss V's background. We didn't gave you a lot. We didn't gave you background on slavery. We didn't gave you a background on black women. We've given you a lot this episode, and I feel like it was very much needed in this time. Beyonce just dropped her Black is King.
Oh, babe.
Amazing. Amazing.
Shit, I was saying
Amazing.
Lion King references.
For real, and
Yeah.
I feel
Legal.
like it was most needed, but that wasn't even what we were aiming for. What the questions that me and Q had were super simple, but we gave you more than that. We appreciate you, Ms. V, with your beautiful self.
Thank you so much.
She's so beautiful. Her spirit, her voice is sexy. You feel me? She matches our sexiness because we're sexy bitches. So
sexy bitches.
So yeah, we just want to know now, before we introduce our game, where can the people find you?
Yeah.
Find the tribe, with whom you're working with, give us where people can find you. Email,
So
Facebook,
you
Insta,
can
whatever.
email me with any news tips, any encouragement, any life, any good vibes.
Period.
V at the tribe, VEE at the tribe. That's tribe with 2 eyes.
Two
TRIIBE.
Yep.
And let me tell you something about how the tribe has changed my life. Never have I been paired with an editor that is so serious about growing me. Shout out to Tiffany Baldwin, the tribe.
Shout out to you,
editor.
baby.
She don't even know she's my mentor. She don't even know she's like somebody who has strengthened me in a way that I used to think after graduating from Columbia and covering a lot of the cities. I used to think I was a shit.
Me too, boo. Gotta believe
Tiffany
it.
has humbled me, and the tribe has humbled me to make me recognize that you ain't all that. You raw, V, but you ain't all that. You got some shit that you need to learn. And this is the first time in my career where I'm writing black. Where I'm writing about things that matter to my culture, matters to my family, matters to my man, matters to my life. You know what I'm saying? And even though I've written for editors that didn't take the time to grow me, at 33 years old, y'all heard that 33, it had us in my important number. Sarah is born on March 3rd, 3-3. I am
Pisces.
33 years old. Pisces, my
313.
OG of Pisces. And in that time, I have learned to humble myself. Realize that I ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm writing different. I'm covering different. And I'm so blessed that during a pandemic where the entire nation is shook up, I am finding myself in my career where I am growing. And I thank the tribe and my editor, Tiffany Baldwin, and the co-founder, Morgan Johnson. God, beautiful black women. They are my future and they don't even know it. They teach me so much and they don't even realize it because they're doing it from a place of humility. And I'm learning it from a place of
And that's
humility.
even with you, Q, right? With your new job, right?
Talk to me, Q. What's up with this new gig, G?
Yeah.
What up?
So I'm a family health advocate. I advocate for single mothers just like me.
And
And it's an inspiration
that's
because I've been there and I'm still there.
right.
Only difference is I chose to take it a little further and get my degree and you know what I'm saying, actually step out on faith and do these things. And a lot of our women, there are some single dads as well, that don't know about all these resources in our community.
I know.
Like, that's my job.
Teach the
I'm a
people.
family health advocate, which I advocate for families,
But
their
sis,
health and their well-being.
what was your? But and I'm gonna say it more because maybe she won't admit what it was when we talked while she was in college. What she really wanted to do, she wanted to be a resource for single moms. Am I right?
Oh,
or
so
am I wrong?
this is your shit.
filling out what FAFSA?
That's kind of, but
single
that's
moms?
not what I'm doing now.
But I'm just saying though.
Just assisting moms with just furthering their livelihood, furthering their education, furthering their career, and just learning about different ways to better themselves. Like, that's been my ultimate goal. Like,
Let me tell you something,
I want my
And
own.
you getting so
daycare.
close.
Teaching the culture and caring for the
You
culture.
getting close as fuck,
And
bro.
I'm so uncomfortable in this position because I'm so used to learning stuff so fast.
It ain't familiar.
It's
It ain't
no
familiar.
It ain't familiar.
It ain't fucking
for her.
familiar.
It's not.
She's nervous.
I'm
and
not. My
every
anxiety has been
day.
at an all-time
That's
high.
me with the tribe.
My
No one
anxiety
has
high.
challenged me in a way
Yeah, I'm
that my
challenged,
editor
and
has
I
challenged
love
me.
it.
No one has said, "You think you raw? You ain't raw enough."
Right now.
In the way that my
Yeah.
editor has said, no one has made me grow and
And
think outside of my comfort zone in the way that my editor and my tribe family and just my new being of who I am as a writer, as a documenter, as a mother, as a black woman, as a nigga, of this following, of this life, of this moment. Nothing has made me feel more black.
For real though.
Nothing has made me feel more real. And Joe, when I write, I put so much heart in that shit. Joe. I put so much V, so much me.
So much you.
In that shit,
You
Joe.
outgrow.
I mean that
That's
shit
the
from the
best
bottom of
part
my heart. I don't
when
give a fuck
When it's coming
if
from
I'm covering
you.
shit I've never covered before.
Yeah.
Because one thing about the tribe is I'm covering the mayor's office and I'm talking to people who are making moves in this city and I'm talking to people who are praising my articles doing press conferences and the mayor who is responsible for me and my children and my well-being. And I don't live in the city. I live outside the city in the burbs, but everything that the city does, the burbs mock.
You know what I
Period.
saw? I saw a little
Period.
snippet.
They do
You
though.
interviewed Common.
Mm.
You had that short hair.
Back when I was bald head,
He
I got a little hand to these braids, you feel me?
he the fact that, you were just so calm. I saw you you look at him, then you look in the camera, smile. You were so comfortable. But I feel like at that moment you made him nervous. You made him have to think
Let me
about
tell you
his
something.
answers, and that was the dopest shit for me. I didn't see the whole interview, but but what I saw, it was super dope for me, B.
Aw,
It
sweet.
was. It made me feel like, yes, I'm so excited that she's coming on. You feel me? I feel like you probably
Wow.
interviewed him at Columbia.
Yeah, well, this was recent, so this was about
Oh,
a
it was
year
very
ago,
recent. Okay.
and I was removed from Columbia. I'm still shouting out my college because that's my shit. But I was in a place where I had been blogging for years, and I had been meeting celebrities and being in VIP and bottles and
Of course.
getting spoiled with celebrities and hanging out with people who were above my own pay grade. But I got to a place where I'd grown and I had humbled myself. It had been easy to meet people who were making six figures, who were living a different life, to be comfortable enough to approach them, talk to them, And one thing about journalism is that you find yourself. It's one of those careers where the further you go, you find yourself. And I thought that pop culture and talking to people like Common and Shauna and Twista, all the Chicago people who stood up for my city that I'm from, I thought that was journalism. But what's really journalism is telling the stories that are untold.
Ooh.
Interviewing and reporting on the people that don't usually get a voice. And so I covered this house party story. Y'all know the infamous house party that made
Yeah,
TMZ.
we covered it too.
And
We covered it too.
TMZ said that it was 1,000 people there. We know damn well out west ain't no house that's about to fit 1,000 people. I'm from out west. I know the architecture of the building, and even the biggest buildings ain't gonna fit 1,000 people. So my editor
We
Tiffany
did feel a
Walden-
certain type of way for,
Wow,
for
yeah.
the meeting.
Yeah, yeah.
During this shit,
Mhm.
But it was fabricated. How many
As
people were
fuck.
there?
Yeah.
But it was still.
What I
Everybody was on
learned-
edge because that was at
Yeah.
the beginning. Like it was on. It was
At the
only
beginning
4
of
of us.
COVID,
It was only
we were
4 of
all
us doing
getting
the Smokin
scared.
Sustaz, and
you good?
Just stop it. All right, y'all. So we gave you Miss V. You feel me? And it ain't beef virgin, but it is what it is.
It's me for Veronica like a motherfucker. I ain't no virgin. I got 5 days. That's my whole life.
But we're gonna play a game. As you know, whoever has watched, you guys know that we definitely play games at the ends of our segments, right?
Mm-hmm.
So today, I don't know if y'all can see it. I'll zoom in later. We're playing What do you mean? So pretty much like, what do you mean? You feel me? So pretty much to say, the moral of the game is, I'm gonna flip a card over and it's gonna be like a popular meme that's been out that y'all probably seen like on Instagram or something like that. They are gonna pick from their cards, you feel me, what they feel matches best with it. You feel me? And they're gonna put it in here. I don't know what they picking. I don't even care honestly. But I'm gonna take this box and I'm gonna shake it around or whatever. And I'm gonna pick which one I feel is the funniest.
Alright, bro.
Okay?
It would be crazy.
And whoever that I pick is the funniest, that's who go next. Okay? Alright. Y'all ready?
I'm ready as fuck.
Alright. Let's see what we got.
I'm tipsy as hell. I ain't got to drive back to the bird. Y'all sure.
We in the bird.
We in the bird.
Alright, so this is our card.
That's a white man. A Chinese man.
Oh,
What I was gonna say about that shit?
You tell me out of your card. We didn't hit a doozy.
I done took my hand off and shit.
Oh, I got the perfect one for that shit.
So y'all gotta pick
What up, boo?
your card and tell me what you think fits better.
Feels better with what you
With
got.
this, yeah. What do you think this is?
Ooh, I got
What
a
meme goes better with
Let me
best
look
with
at
this?
it. Yep, I got one. Perfect.
Yeah. I got it.
Put it in the
Go
box.
ahead, put it in the box. Okay, get it.
Put it in the box. Set him up. In the box.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Girl, bad.
shrivel it around.
I'm so embarrassed.
So this is the actual meme, well picture. It say when someone irrelevant speak.
Ooh,
Oh, oh.
that's fuck.
When the FaceTime call says connected.
Perfect. Okay.
This one win for sure. Who is this? You?
Man.
Period. Okay, so I'm gonna keep the where'd it go? That card that I have put it with. It don't even matter. Here or there. So here you go ahead and here you shuffle these around. It's so big. Should I get this picture?
It's supposed to go on the
Oh yeah.
Mr. Obama.
Let me see.
My president for the day I
My
die.
president is black. My Lambo's blue.
The day I die, G. What you got, G?
I can't tell you,
I'm
Niggas
talking
ain't
about
shit.
shit.
Niggas ain't shit.
Okay, I'm gonna face this towards y'all.
Niggas ain't shit though. That's all I gotta
So you
say.
can see it.
That shit funny as hell, John. That's perfect as hell. Do I gotta pick one?
Pick your card. No.
I'll pick my card.
Best fit.
The best goes with that one, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit. All this shit perfect as fuck, John.
Put it
I
in
got
the
a
box.
good ass card. Shake them up, shake
The
them
cards,
up, shake
y'all
them
make
up,
some
shake
though.
them.
Wait, why
Yeah,
is three
dude.
in here?
It's
Y'all,
probably one.
I'm forgetting I'm recording, Joe. Like, this is Phil Harrison, the professional journalist from Voice Action. That's it.
That's the one I'm looking for.
Alright, what up?
Okay. So, what do you mean?
God, what do you mean?
Niggas ain't
What do you
shit.
mean, Jack? What do you mean?
Period.
Okay, so that's it. If you can see it, it's Obama with 4 different facial expressions.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so when she's driving you to your homie's house and you stop giving her directions 3 times ago, but she's still going the right way.
The wrong way.
No, the right way, bitch. Like she already know where the homie live. Why do you know where the homie live?
shit! Let me look at
How
this
do you
again.
know where the homie live? Man, I'm so faithful.
Why you know where the homie live, girl?
But nah, the winner I already chose a winner. It says when someone asks if you voted for Donald Trump.
That's my card. That's my card. Because
That's
you got my as
perfect.
fuck no, I ain't
Right.
going to racist
Hand me
ass.
those.
You got me fucked up.
Fuck the fuck up.
Alright, B.
No
So,
shade. I'll take.
so you're gonna pick out one of those big cards, baby.
Alright, so I just gotta pick one from whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Do I show it to the camera?
Show it to the camera.
Look
Show it
out.
to us.
Fuck this is, Jack.
Who is this?
I don't know who the fuck that is
I don't
either.
know what the fuck that is. What's
What?
the meme, Jack? Some white guy with his thumb.
Let me see.
What is it, G? What is it, Ellie?
I got the answer.
Because I'm like, who is this guy with this? This is a pretty dope ass sweater.
I'm gonna get that sweater.
Alright, go ahead and shrivel it up.
You like this fucking sweater? Let me look at this.
That's a nice ass sweater for a white guy.
No.
I mean, he got that shit straight from Sears and
that
Roebuck.
fucking scarf is giving me.
Fucking feel me? He got
Santa
that shit from
Claus.
Sears and Roebuck.
Okay, go ahead and pick whatever. Let me see.
Nigga,
I'll hold
got
it up for you,
scarf
baby.
and shit.
Put on whatever scarf.
It ain't gonna stay with our condition. I'll zoom in a little bit.
Child edition. It's the L.
Hey, you gotta read the cards, B.
My car's
No,
No, not yours. The cards in here.
Oh shit.
You
that
gotta
you
pick.
chose.
I gotta pick a card from here.
Look,
shit.
no, look at this box.
Oh shit in here.
Hand me that. She's giving me
I
very
ain't
charged
child.
energy.
When the bouncer accepts your fake ID. The nigga thumbs up in the front.
Hold on, wait. We gotta show the picture.
Hold on.
Don't dap me. That ain't.
Yeah, you gotta. No, you gotta show the picture, G.
Yeah.
So that's basically when the bouncer accepts your fake ID.
Okay.
Yo,
what's
I done been
next?
2019, 18. Bouncer done accepted my fake shit.
I've been
Okay,
to
read the
so
next.
long.
And here. This
That's
one
the
say when you-
Merlot and Nikki's
That's
drink.
that Merlot. When you open a birthday card from your grandma, no money falls out.
Which one
I know what I
is it,
picked.
bitch?
Bitch, it's definitely when the bouncer accepts your fake ID.
That's on
Thumbs up
me,
your
baby.
shit.
That's on me, baby.
Hand me those
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah.
That shit's so cute. I love this game.
Yeah, that's
Hell yeah. They got a big one.
Okay,
No,
y'all.
This shit raw as fuck.
Thank you.
Thank
Hell
you.
yeah.
Thank you. We
Yo,
got
Joe,
display.
to look out for me, send me any news tips. Any things you got that you interested
No
in me writing
nudes,
about.
but news tips.
No news.
News.
My nigga kill me.
NEWS.
Not
News
any
tips.
import.
It's fucking VEE at thetribe.com. That's the tribe with 2 eyes. And I'm asking you guys this because the tribe is Black news and we shaking up the narrative of Black America in this city. So
Sure.
VEE at the tribe, TRIAIBE.com. Any news, tips, and anything that you have that you're interested in hearing about for the culture, hit me up, Joe, because you know I'm right about that.
Yeah, sure. Because all news about our culture
It's great news.
is great news.
Believe that,
Because
and now that,
we need to be aware of
Facts.
what's going on in our community
oh yeah,
because it's always portrayed as such as
bullshit.
we just
We're
doing-
criminals.
Yeah.
We're Black moms on welfare. We're living in the projects, and we
Yeah.
don't have the authority or the ability to grow our culture. In a
But we're
working
over that
way.
though, right? We outgrew that.
We outgrew that.
We done
So,
with that shit.
We
From this day
outgrowing
forward-
our familiar.
From this day forward, you will never hear the Smokin Sisters even comment on that. We talked about it. That's not who he even is anymore. We're hardworking moms. We got kids. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But we thank you, beautiful.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed this,
We
and I
thank
enjoyed
you.
the
We
vibe.
are the Gap
Yeah.
Sisters. We stand together. We
Fine
make
as
a
fuck with this
family.
Gap. Brown and
I got Gap side
Hey.
No, my gap's
different.
It's small.
But it is what it is.
I
But-
still got a gap though.
Make sure y'all follow, subscribe, share, and most important to us, comment.
Comment.
On the Smokin Sisters.
I definitely want to know
Yeah.
your feedback on the
What
shit.
do y'all
We had
about?
one dislike last week, and My sister almost
freaked
had
out.
a freaking.
What?
I had a motherfucking doozy.
Let me
I
tell you
called that
something
bitch
about
one
dislike.
dislike. Somebody disliked that shit,
It teach
bitch.
you.
It ain't because of us.
It do though.
It teach
But
you to
I'm
humble
an
yourself.
artist, and
Whatever.
if you look on my YouTube page, a lot of my music videos got dislikes.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Because guess
But
what?
I never, we haven't had it on Smokin Sustaz yet.
That's what
So I'm just like, everybody's supposed to just love it.
Love
When we had that
it.
dislike,
Only one.
she had to snap me back. Like it was just one.
You know how
So get off
It's
it,
like
y'all.
you
We're
want-
gonna have
It was
our
just one.
critics.
How many people dislike you on a regular basis?
Yeah.
Ain't no platform for them to
Oh
like
yeah,
or dislike.
Besides
anything.
Facebook when they don't like.
for
Give
sure.
it.
Sure.
I
But we love you guys. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, a great night, a great evening, a great life, a great week.
Who the fuck
We're speaking that positive affirmation about life.
Who the fuck I am?
Live,
Who the
love,
fuck he think
Live, love, and
I
to be in an environment where I can be my fucking self.
Where you
I
can
don't
be
know how to
yourself.
do
That's
it.
most important.
I don't know how to do
We
shit.
don't have to sugarcoat it.
Exactly.
That's a trend, y'all. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
I am losing patience. These niggas so fascinating. These bitches be fascinating. No wonder why Kush be a fragrance now. Cause these clowns, these fucking cowards. Niggas make a penny an hour, then on Instagram stunting, holding up your baby mama money. Wow. Nigga, how? Yo, this is for the queens that be running shit, especially for the niggas that is missing it. You go bow down when the money blow. This word is ours, let them boys know. This word is ours, this word is ours, this word is